Welcome back to So You're Interested In, the show where I break down an artist's discography in order to give you, the viewer, the best possible jumping off point in order to get into their catalog. On this installment, we're going to be looking at the Southern shoegaze outfit, Wednesday. Originating in Asheville, North Carolina in 2017, this band started as a songwriting project for singer and guitarist Carly Hartzman. Blossoming from humble beginnings, Hartzman, along with other local artists including Jake Lenderman, the man behind MJ Lenderman, began putting out their own unique blend of noise rock, shoegaze, and even alt country. Wednesday is undeniably on the rise ever since releasing their stunning latest effort, Rats All God. However, their catalog runs much deeper than just one LP, so allow me to introduce you to 2 albums and 3 individual tracks so you don't get left behind with Wednesday. As always, we start with the albums. The first Wednesday record you should check out is their 2020 LP, I Was Trying to Describe You to Someone. Entirely drenched in the shoegaze, slowcore, and slacker rock soundscape, this might be an acquired taste at first, but if you allow yourself to be fully immersed in the noise, then you're not gonna regret it. Once you hit play on the opening track, Fate Is, you're met with crushing guitars and snappy percussion. Hartzman's voice shines through the faded and heavy instrumental like a single ray of sunshine through a rain-filled cloud. The slurry of noise is still accessible though, forging its lumpy grooves into catchy riffs. Another standout comes a bit later in the track listing as Mara is a damn fine tune. The entire existence of this cut is heavier, thumping along like a train whizzing by in the night. The shrapnel-filled guitars and bubbling bass are as contradicting as can be, but these opposites do indeed attract and come together to form quite the instrumental backing. Hartzman's vocals even seem like they were meant to join in on the noisy brigade, making Mara a noise rock track through and through. One last song I'd like to mention is Coyote, which embraces the slow core attitude to the extreme. Its long drawn-out instrumental will probably remind you of Red House Painters or Codeine, as the devastating guitars punish you in the slowest ways possible. This cut is as runny as molasses, but that isn't a bad thing when it comes to Coyote. In my humblest of opinions, this isn't the best Wednesday record out there, but it is home to a variety of great tunes, so you would be boo-boo the fool not to at least give it a shot. And if I Was Trying to Describe You to Someone isn't your thing, then maybe their latest effort, Rats All God, will tickle your fancy a bit more. This is a brutally stunning display of post-hardcore and alt-country harmonized through this emotional collection of songs. Rats All God is complex but manageable, luring you in with beautiful tones and melodies before absolutely annihilating you. I promise if you listen to the track Bull Believer, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's a sprawling 8.5-minute piece with some heavy, badass performances laid down the entire time. Hartzman's vocal range is unreal, taking Bull Believer to the next level. But then a song like Chosen to Deserve comes along and grabs your ears with its catchy riffs and brutishly honest lyrics. Hartzman sings about kind of being a fuck up while growing up and how these events eventually led her to somebody who she can be truthfully honest with about her past blows. Personally, I adore Chosen to Deserve and I listen to it constantly as the country twang in both the instrumental and vocals gives it a charm that is undeniable. Another killer cut is Quarry, a fun little runner of a tune that trots around crushing guitars and quipping bass lines. Hartzman glides across this song, telling tales of the things that she sees in her neighborhood, both fictional and non-fictional. And before we move on to some individual tracks, I would like to take some time to talk about Turkey Vultures. Starting off in a quiet, vulnerable state, this cut picks up the energy and pace to a full-blown freight train, showing off their amazing songwriting abilities. It's dynamic as hell, whispering to you softly in the beginning and damn near blowing out your speaker towards the end. Just give this one a try because I think it'll really pay off. And that goes for Rats All God in general. This is just an album that you're going to have to listen to if you haven't yet because you are missing out on something truly spectacular. And that's gonna wrap up the album, so let's get into some tracks. The first track to check out from Wednesday should be Handsome Man, which comes from their 2021 LP, Twin Plagues. This is a banger, featuring some of the best written riffs in all of their discography. It's another song that cruises like a tractor trailer flying down the interstate with its driven and thumping instrumental. Slack rock bands like Dinosaur Jr. and Pavement would be more than proud of Wednesday for penning this cut. Handsome Man is quite the enjoyable track that I could see any one of y'all really digging. Another song to listen to is their 2022 2022 single, Feast of Snakes. This is a hushed, haunting track with minimalistic instrumentation. It's prickly to touch, unlike the usual haze that is cast over their more shoegazy pieces. The lyrics reflect this clear display of roughness, as Hartzman sings about catching her boyfriend cheating on her with his ex, but most of the harshness that this track expresses is underneath the guise of country-tinged guitars. It's a damn good single that is cathartic and accessible, so be sure to give Feast of Snakes a fair shot. Finally, let's look at the live version of Cody's Only, which comes from the band's 2021 Audiotree live session. Originally written for Twin Plagues, this slow and deliberate track translates perfectly into a live setting. The methodic buildup of the instrumental finds a way to hit even harder in a live context, with Hartzman's vocals sounding as strong as ever. The instrumental performance is gorgeous, upping the ante with each passing section. This southern rock track evolves from a simple, familiar tune to a crushing noise rock thunder. Obviously, go listen to the studio recording of Cody's Only, but don't forget to toss on this outstanding live cut as well. And that will conclude my video covering Wednesday. Links to all the albums and tracks discussed here will be located in the video description box below. Scroll down even further to the comments section where you can let me know if you liked any of the albums or tracks that I picked here. You can also suggest any artists that you would like to see covered on this show. Just know that I do have a bit of a backlog built up, so if I don't get to it right away, it's nothing personal. Be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this every single week, along with shows like Stacks of Wax, The Variety Show, Where It's At. I'm constantly uploading new videos to this channel, so if you're subscribed, you'll be the first ones to know. And that'll just about do it, outside of my usual reminder for you to go out and support your local record store if you are able to, along with the local artists in your area. And, well, until I see you next time, happy listening.